When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever.
I'm sick with the talk, the pass to your receiver.
All about running the spot.
And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather.
Cardio kingpin.
Subjugate the dub play.
And you know we can't wait to bring spins.
A-star quizzes, A+ the final.
Vocals we align, we'll move it all
simultaneously over joints we rock.
We earn
30 years so you can say we got
3 turns.
Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men.
We install doubt in you and your yes men.
And if the game had veins, we'll insert
upheaval the crown.
Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing.
Relieving the kings of all crowns.
Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all, keep the flow.
But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
What you talking about? Space out your mind.
But can you rock it like rockets,
That's
fool?
a close encounter of what kind?
Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Turn it up, y'all, keep the flow.
Are you ready? Set? Jump to the rhythm as hard as...
Well, it is just the perfect time of year for a trip to the Carolinas, and that's where we find ourselves at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Carolina Panthers. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 19-yard line.
Ready up, 54. Mike 54. Chopper. Ready, go.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but they definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down.
Let's go. 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Quit talking about it.
On play action, they'll throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Frank Clark in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Here comes the Lions punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. Now, this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line.
At their own 13-yard line.
Here we go. Shift. Check nine. Go. Switch gears.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Let's go. 15 line it. 50. Check. 22. Check. Cover. 22. Check. Cover. Check 13. Check 13.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here we go. Exit. 61. Match box. Right. Check. Kill. Squeeze. Kill. Turn up. Watch out. Whip.
Operating from the gun, Fields. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. A big play there for the Panthers. 61 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10.
Slam.
On first down, here's Breida. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
How about his performance last week? Over 200 yards. I think his decisiveness, one cut and he goes, that's what's really made him pile up the yardage.
And the yardage he piled up last week, easily honored with NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I would have voted for him.
On second down, a run with Breida. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. From the gun, Fields. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. Big completion there on 3rd and short. Keeps their opening drive alive.
Not only alive, but plenty of possibilities now. 1st and goal, and you know me. I'm a big advocate. If you're going to throw the ball, throw it early in the down and distance count.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Tighten down. There you go.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal.
You ain't doing nothing. Check 43. Come on. Yeah, the mic. 51's the mic. All right, T, let's check. All right, T.
Looking to throw. Fields. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster His 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Second and 9 now. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hawkinson. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Set. 15 lining, 15 lining. Smoke. 3, check 3.
They'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Detroit.
Let's go,
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
First down, Lions.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now. 50. Clear.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 23 here on the year as they are now on the board here in the first half. And they got the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Jim. Watch Watch the safety creep.
Looking to throw on second down. Fields. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The Panthers on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5.
51, Mike. Mike 51. Squish, squish, double, double.
Operating from the gun. Fields. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch the slap. Watch the slap. Sponge. Shoot.
Now it's Breida. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Here's Breida. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
They'll run with Elliott. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. They'll get 6 on the play, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Watch the ship. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Save.
2nd and 4. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Back to throw. Fields. He's going to look deep for more. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Good work, boys. Go. Let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. The strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Back to throw here. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down.
And the Lions first down.
On the ready.
22's coming. Mark. Watch the screen.
Now a handoff here to his running back.
I'm ready to get tired of seeing me.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
Complete to number 33. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Lions.
Down. 60 out wide. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Ready.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson, but now it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
A gain of 6 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice tip, boy.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Army, 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 Army. Joker, 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 Joker. Boom, boom. What?
To throw on 2nd down. Fields. He gets it to Thomas. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. From the gun, Fields. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Darren Lee has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit.
First play of the drive, a 1st down run. That sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a 1st down.
1st down, Detroit.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of 1st downs, and here a loss of yardage.
Mike 22, Mike 22. Here we go, here we go. Strong route, strong route. Watch the backer, watch the backer. Ready, go.
They run it with Carson. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That's a double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
Man, I got squeezed. Check.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
Yeah, now you've got options on 2nd down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down.
Hey, 50 the mic, 50 the mic.
Operating from the gun, Fields. And that will be incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And he uncorks a beauty, best of the day. Fielded at about the 28. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here. Over 20 yards.
Hey, did you have one of those backyards that you had one of those, like, mats or pits like you have for high jumpers? And, you know, you had your friends throw the ball and you tried to make the spectacular catches?
I didn't need a mat.
you just did it with the ground?
Absolutely.
That explains your
Concrete.
toughness. That explains your toughness right there. Because I think that guy was raised just like you. What a catch. That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh. H3, 218. Chopper. Ready.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it across midfield to the 45.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. It's caught. Smith. Room here to run. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Down. 60 outlaw. 80 weapon.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They were looking for Johnson that time, and it's 3rd down.
Ready, set.
Mike 54. Come on, baby.
I said it, let's go.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Silver.
Now back to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. He's at the 40. 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And that makes it 14-10. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun.
I got you, boy.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Like any team, they would have loved to have had more yards on that run, but it looks like they just want to get to the 2-minute warning and see what they want to do after that.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great effort there with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. They do tack on the extra point as well, so it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Panthers take over.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Matt Breida with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Panthers are once again going to retake the lead. Important extra point up and through, and that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Frank Clark in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a gain of 34.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
First down, Detroit.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. He's back to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Okay, on this defense.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Back to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. Johnson was the intended receiver.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. And they take a knee.
Ready, 60 outlaw. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Panthers, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Lions, it's a rare misstep as they'll drop to 11-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.